Ja, tusen takk. Okay, are we live? That's the question. Can we get a thumbs up? Guess we're in a little bit of a delay. It's funny, somebody asked the question here already. I asked AI what opening does Magnus Carlsen not play, and it said Sicilian Knight of Poison Pawn variation. Am I gonna play it today? Well, there is no community move today. So why not? We'll see though. But it's not entirely true, because I beat Hikaru on the black side of that a few Title Tuesdays ago, and I won a famous game, or somewhat famous game in the C group of Vaikanze in 2004 on the white side of the Poison Pawn against a very, very strong Russian Grandmaster. Bone Cloud. No, I don't think so. Maybe a little bit of Greek. Good luck today, Unk. Well, thank you for infecting everybody in the chat with very... okay, whatever. Somebody said Bone Cloud, so why not? It's a terrible way to start the new year, honestly. This is just gonna bring bad luck to myself and my whole family. I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed. E4. Is that it? He's not showing any mercy, is he? Oh boy, this position is terrible. He's gonna go bishop f3 and invade. I guess I gotta chop off that knight. Don't know if I have time for that. Oh, a6. I think that's quite helpful. Let's go c4. I said we would never break the chain. But we will. Oh, no, that was done. Thinking here, don't think that was the most incisive. I mean, my position is still terrible, of course. Here, bishop f3. Go rook f1 first. I think I gotta just trade. Go knight c3. Maybe I can take in queen c2. Not sure that really does much. No. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I'm very, very happily sacking the exchange. Include b4. I think I might as well. Hmm. Very interesting game, though. Gotta say. Here. Queen b3, is that a move? c6. Don't really see it there. Okay, let's just go back. Oh, wow. Did not see that. That's probably very strong. Guess I gotta go queen a4 to muck it up. No, that doesn't work. That just loses on the spot. d4 is the move, isn't it? And then king f3. Probably just loses. Guess we have to try it. No, I think I'm going to most probably pay for my sins here. Oh, king f2, that doesn't even work. I mean, this has got to lose. That may not have been the most incisive. For the moment, I'm semi-surviving. Fe here. Rook. No, I'm not surviving, am I? No, I got ef5. Oh, I hadn't really seen that in advance, so that was a bit lucky. Maybe checkmate, but I'm not quite sure. I'm like a tyrant at this point. If I survive this, it's just going to further embolden me to take more insane risks. And that just means that, you know, I've created a monster. That's going to be hard to stop. Queen b6? No, I don't see that. I mean, okay, I think I can go knight e4. My king is kind of a safe haven here. Rook e1. d4, I got queen c2. I gotta speed up at some point as well. No, I think my king is always safe over here. I think I should be alright. King should be alright. this is just so dirty. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna need a long bath after that one. That was not nice. That was a filthy way to start the new year. Oh boy. Oh, here d4 was kind of okay. Rook e1, but I just didn't fancy this position at all. I mean, the engine says I'm fine, but I'd have to invite a repetition. This is obviously dead lost. No, there's only one way. Here is worse. Chess is incredibly unfair. Oh boy. Is it? Oh, he was born in 2010. Ugh. Don't say that. It just makes you feel. Makes me feel bad. Okay. Sveshnikov next. Okay. If I play e4, I will do it. Alien Gambit. What's the Alien Gambit? It's like that. Is that like a against Caracan French anything? You just sack on f7. Shandrigin. Oh, so it's just Nikita Shandrigin. No, really? Okay, this is close as it gets to the Sveshnikov then. He didn't expect that, did he? Man, this seems reasonable for black, doesn't it? This is like a Stafford Gambit with an extra pawn over here. That's the way that I see it. This, I'll push it. I got these extra pawns over here. Ready to use them. And now I got myself passed pawns already. What more do you want from the opening, I ask? What more do you want from life? Now I shall take on the boring but necessary task of castling. And all is hunky-dory. Look at this. These pawns just gonna win me the game. Just push him. What plan does he have? Some kind of weird kingside attack that's not gonna work? No. I don't think so. This is why you don't play gambits, kids. Queen e2. Queen b6 maybe? Oh, let's go to d7. Plan is to push. Credo connect 3. this his plan? No, I don't believe that. Don't believe it for a second. But otherwise, why go rook d1? That's the question. But now I push. Gotta calculate, my man. Oh, I was the one who didn't calculate. My bad. I thought I could take here, but bishop f6. I could do this, but that seems pretty crazy. I mean, this is just completely winning, so why go for any of it? Knight c4, bishop takes c5. Even the pawn that I'm lacking on f7 is a bit of an asset because I got play on the file. My pawns are queening. I have active play. I feel like I'm a pawn up, even though I'm not. But effectively, I pretty much am. It's all good. Knight d4. But what about your pawn, good sir? What are your plans for your pawn? Well, this I had seen through. Now comes the pawn push. With very strong effect. Takes here, I take this, and I don't really need to calculate further. Just sometimes, as Maxime Rocher-Legrave famously said, I remember that I'm the Leapin World Blitz champion. No, this doesn't work. I had already seen this. Take it, rook d4, rook a3. This is elementary. Very simple tactics. Elementary, Dr. Chandrigan. Okay. Good game. Good game. How bad is this? CB. Knight c6. No, it's all fine. dc6. Black is better already. Knight f6. Here. b5, a5. -1. How about that? I just invented a new opening. I invented stupidity in the first game and then new opening in the second. Gotta say that's pretty good. d4. Yeah, it's a losing move. Bim bam boom. Easy as that. That's what happens when you don't play the semi-bone clout. Okay. Mr. Ricard is locked in a very interesting fight against Mr. Aradia, whom I don't know when he I don't know when he was born, but who knows. Also, the next person who makes the "this guy has a future in chess" joke, I'm just sick of it. Like, honestly, you're gonna get banned forever. Like, lifetime ban. So if you want a lifetime ban, this is the time. Best thing to do in Norway as a visitor? Don't come here. At least not now. The weather is terrible. Like there's no daylight at all. You wake up, it's dark. You're thinking it's gonna get better during the day? Nope, not really. Magnus is the most unserious world champion. Well, I gotta introduce you to Mikhail Tal, for instance. Okay, Hikaru's gonna crash through here. Here, he's gonna go AB, BA, because he doesn't want to calculate queen h5 and then bishop f6. Yeah, actually there was rook takes b2, so. I hear depression skyrockets as at this time of year. Yeah. No cap, as they say. Grishuk is the most unserious world champion. If Blitz, no, he's not unserious. Come on. And also, I think they were talking about classical world champions. Don't be a nerd. Okay, I need some quick tips. We got about a minute left till the next game. What should I play in the opening? I'll probably play white. So don't suggest your favorite black openings because you're idiots. And before I forget, there's a command exclamation mark wait list, which is for the new app by Take, which is honestly going to be incredible. And I can't wait to share more about it when the time comes. Chat is running too fast here, and there's a lot of terrible suggestions, some good ones. Like, you don't have to suggest meme openings, though. You can suggest something very serious. Catalan. Yeah. See here. Now you're speaking my language. English. Knight c3 and knight f6, g4. Suggest that one more time and you get banned too. Vienna. It's not bad. Connected with the Steinitz gambit. I saw Johann Sebastian played, I think he played the Steinitz gambit either in the Rapid or the Blitz during the World Championship. Now recently, and he didn't know the way with okay. Rustemov. So what did we land on? Don't remember what we landed on. Let's play the Catalan. Somebody said Catalan. Oh no, he plays Queen's Gambit accepted, doesn't he? Okay, we'll have to make do with a different move order then. This guy is a very serious player, by the way. Very good positionally. This is World Championship prep. Play this against Nepo. The famous Game 6. Yeah, so he played the Steinitz Gambit, which goes, whatever, you guys are not going to be able to follow. But the point is, at some point, like after you captured the King's Gambit pawn with bishop takes f4, you should go king e3 to protect d4 and unpin, and protect the bishop on f4 as well. Like, and he didn't, which was quite disappointing. Don't know what bishop d7 is all about. I mean, it's not unreasonable, but seems a bit on the passive side. in my humble opinion. Okay. So he wants rook c8, I suppose. But am I not here? Am I not getting this? And that was his plan, which I completely missed. Here? Am I just getting absolutely bamboozled? Here I was hoping that knight c3 would be playable. Here I can at least go knight e5, no, now it's c4. But the fact of the matter is, I've somewhat butchered this opening. I've got myself lost in yapping when I should have, well, not been yapping. Guess I have to break the pen now. Here I was thinking maybe queen d4. Queen f4 now. Hoping maybe to get knight a4 at some point, get the bishop pair. No, this should be semi-playable at least. Like I don't think I'm in danger of losing this position very quickly. At least now that he traded queens. He's a very good endgame player, but so am I, if the rumors are to be believed. Rook fd1 might be unnecessary. I kind of want to go here. So it might be unnecessary in the sense that you trade here and the rook goes to c1 anyway. But it seems reasonable. Knight d3, rook e7, maybe bishop e7. And I guess I got nothing. Maybe I can think of ideas like f4 and e4. Let's try. Here, does he want knight g4? Okay, let's go f4 then. This really is not much. But, yeah, at least I'm gaining a little bit of space. Now I think I should include knight e5. Then, which I think you probably missed. It's the kind of little tactic that is sometimes required to keep an otherwise drawish game going. I can go here if I want. And I think I will. e5 probably next, or also knight e2 to clear some of the pressure. Okay, he wants to clear a square on b7, I suppose. Let's go knight e2. I don't think I'm like massively worried about all the rooks potentially coming off here. Oh, I just realized I missed bishop e5. Ah, no! I mean, I saw it now, but that's... You gotta be sharper. Gotta feel that shit. Gotta spot the tricks from further away. Like, that is an elementary trick. Here, you just gotta spot that I have b4, knight protects d1, and I win a piece by the pin. Like, that's got to be spotted immediately. If you want to win these tournaments regularly. That is not good. It's a bad miss. But if we wanted a Catalan masterclass, make your voice heard in chat, because you got rewarded with said masterclass. Now, b4, rook d1, knight d1, knight takes e4. He gets one more pawn. He doesn't deserve that pawn. He's not going to get that pawn. So we're trying to atone from the g4 miss by being extra precise. And yeah, but this is actually fine. Knight d3, rook c2, there's knight b4. Now we can go rook to c1. Trying to trade them rooks. Rook a4, a knight b3, avoiding king d7 because there's knight c5. And there really isn't a lot to do for my opponent. Good game. I mean, the opening was suspicious at best, but yeah, I was thinking about these lines with knight g4, knight g5, and so on, and I figured, I don't know, should be all right. Here, queen d2. Yeah, I thought about e5, but I thought also it's not terrible, and I thought he wouldn't play it. And now this, he already kind of signed up for the grind. And he's already having to play fairly well in order not to have a little bit of an edge. He has to play fairly well in order not to be ground down, or at least face a very difficult defense. And here, bishop e5 was already winning. g4 doesn't give any positional advantage away. Like, it's a good positional move, but you gotta take the easy chances. And I did second time asking. So let's see, as we usually do with Mr. Nakamura's game, he won. And then let's see this. No, it's gonna be a flag. Old Internet Chess Club hero, Conrad Holtz. Okay, so we got 3 out of 3. And we probably got a black game next. So again, suggestions. Curious about queen h4 instead of queen c2, sack a pawn but attack king. Don't do that stuff. I actually thought about it, but I thought it was going to lead to a draw by perpetual check at the most, so it wasn't really something that I was too keen on. Oh, well, that was Arjun with the L. Okay. Oh boy, we got Eric Hansen. That's exciting. Big E. What are we gonna serve him? Somebody said the Soshnikov, so we're gonna try that again. And he doesn't let us. What a shame. What is that? Does he think that he's just winning a pawn? Guess we go here. I'm assuming after f6, maybe he wanted like a quick knight h4 or something. Here, knight d2, I get knight g6. And I should be doing very, very much all right. How do I do this? h6, preparing bishop e6. Yeah. It's not like that is a huge move. I probably should go f6, but going h6 and then f6 looks very silly, so I don't want to do that. Too much pride. Is this a move? Oh, I think it was. I think that would have been hugely embarrassing. Let's go a5 now. Just to prevent him from pushing that pawn. What am I doing? Knight on... Queen on f6? Who plays chess like that? So bad. Okay, knight goes away, then we push the pawn. That's a good rule of... Eric is quite good at these positions with fixed pawn structures. So I understand why he's going for this. Yeah, I mean, f4 is an option, but I think I can take g3 and... okay, I got queen g6, so that's not a big deal. Now he may be actually be threatening it. I think I should go h4 then, so that here doesn't have g3. I don't love h4 because you can go h3 at some point and it takes away a little bit of the dynamism of the position. Because h4 makes it harder for me to make pawn breaks there. But alas, I think it's the prudent thing to do. Knight f3. Now that I don't get. Why is he going back? So on h3 now? Knight g1. Yeah. Now I have aggressive intentions. Ugh, I'm really tempted to go h3, g3 and just sack the knight. Well, we'll just do it. He doesn't have to trade queens, but I think regardless, I'll get a ton of pawns and quite good compensation. It's an interesting line here. Rook d8, knight d5. I probably just go rook d5, ed. Here, f3, rook b3. Should be good compensation. Okay, rook d1, sensible. Trade. Take b3. Oh, it's a very, very complicated game. It's probably not very informative or interesting, but that's what I could come up with at the moment. So he just decides to defend that pawn after all. It's probably a good idea. I'm really tempted to sack even more material, but okay. Let's keep it somewhat sensible for now. Oh, what am I doing? I thought bishop c2 was a move, but it's obviously not. Let's just hang the bishop. Well, no, then I just blundered the bishop pair for no reason at all. Okay. I mean, that was... What am I doing? That was just dumb. Queen c4. I think this is all right. So I got threats of rook d3 too. Yeah, I don't know. It's very complicated. Not necessarily that good for me. Don't think I should be worse, though. Go here. Not sure if I'm really threatening anything. Right. I'm threatening to win on time. That's something. Now I'm gaining more ground. He should not have done that. He's trying to threaten to sack on c4 and get some pawns back, but get a drawing position, drawish position, but now that I was allowed to infiltrate, then it's not good enough for Mr. Hansen. Let's just go here. Kind of want to take this pawn. Let's be pragmatic. Don't leave any chances of blundering. Okay, that was not great. I'm gonna guess that my position was quite good after sacking. Yeah, it was. And then like not taking this pawn is just wild. And then allowing knight d2 is wild. And yeah. Events transpired. Let's just say that. Oh, rook c4 was it. Oh well. Bad, bad, bad. Sorry, Eric. Bishop c6 bad against d5. No, it's an okay move. It's just that I get a better setup than I do in most of these lines. Like usually I have to spend more time trying to get e5, and I just it's not like white is worse after that, but it just makes my play quite easy, and it's not a try to get an advantage, can, which you can sometimes get against the move e5. Tommy, you hurt Eric's feelings. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't want to. Can I try to get a Scotch game next game? Yeah, probably. Okay, gonna. Air quality here is ugh, so I'm gonna go and take a little break, and I'll get back soon. Modern Benoni, or Moden Benoni, as somebody wrote. Next game is get d4, c4. Not bad. This is the best part about, or one of the very few good parts about being in Norway during the winter, is getting to wear what we call ullskjorte. Just very warm and comfortable. Queen's Indian defense. It's not bad. I did that in the World Rapid and Blitz to beat Boo. In on the last day, won a completely drawn end game. Which, happens from time to time. At some point, I think I was behind Boo, you, and Lou, and I was hoping to potentially play all of them in order to make a comeback. But sadly, they fell off. First, Boo, after I beat him, and then Lou lost one game, dropped down a little bit, and then Yu was actually in a great position, but he lost the last two games. Why is knight takes d3 good? Basically, I win 2, 3, or probably 3 pawns um, for the knight, and I have a very strong bishop pair and potentially very, very strong passed pawns, and it's just a lot of positional compensation. Scholars made attempt if you play against Hikaru. Now that I don't mind. That I don't mind. What I think of Origin's performance in World Rep and Blitz, it was great. I think he did incredible, especially in the Blitz, where he was clearly the best player in the Swiss. But then he doesn't have a style where he can sort of grind out games too easily, which is means that you can be you can be quite vulnerable in a knockout, and that is what happened. So it's I mean it's a shame to be dominating the Swiss and then you have a couple of bad games and that's it, but that's how it is. Okay, so somebody mentioned the Scotch game, I think, or was it the Scotch Gambit? I don't remember. So, um, yeah, a nice Tabata buy can be dangerous, but I think a mean Tabata buy is even more dangerous. So, especially if he shows up at some point, that would be fantastic. Because right now, I am in flagging mode. Ugh, he doesn't even let me play the Scotch. That is so disappointing. Ugh, fucking hell, I mouse slipped. That is honestly just so unnecessary. Check. I think this doesn't really give anything. Don't know why I played this. Rook d8. Yeah. He knows his theory. That is for sure. Now we got a boring endgame. If you ever needed a reason to switch to Hikaru's stream, you got it. Let's see, 7. Coming here, maybe. Taking h6 and then bishop b6. Didn't think he'd actually do it. The thing is, I think a few Title Tuesdays ago, maybe the one where I got 11 out of 11, I like he fell for like a similar kind of trick. Like he can take on h3, it's not hopeless by any means, but just getting in the same type of cheap trick is quite funny to me. Also, knight c3, trying to get it back. I got rook takes e6. Well, that was a free pawn, and he's maybe missed an attack on d6, I think, as well. So the situation might be even worse. b5, I'll take. I think I'll take a5 too. Even knight takes. d6 is very, very good. Because I'm losing. Whatever. It's another free-ish pawn. I'll just play it very simple. Pairing knight b3 next. And the extra pawns are looking very juicy. I guess we can go king f1 for now. Yeah, that was, I kind of actually wanted to entice that move. Then go rook a1 next. Because with bishop c1 immediately, he could play b4, whereas now I think I can just take it. And yeah, I mean, he does have some positional compensation, but not for 2 pawns. It's just too much. Knight a3 if I want. Which I think I might as well just do. Winning another pawn. Protect. And then knight e1, f3. It's not like my position is super pretty, but 3 extra pawns. That's a lot. I don't know what he's doing. Knight f6. Bishop g5. It's 4 extra pawns. So I think we're going to see ourselves a little resignation here. Or get ourselves a little resignation. And we do. Okay. I mean, it is very slightly better. H6. Yeah, engine says I'm 2 pawns up. There was a nice little trick there. Okay, 4. If I take, which is completely winning too, but at least he gets this, and my king cannot get to the center so easily. These 2 pawns might be a little bit weak. But, I mean, still winning, of course. Oh, Levon against Hikaru. This is big. Here? What is this plan here? Queen b4, rook e5. Yeah, I guess. Rook d8 now. 5, queen f3. No, knight h4 is not good. That is not the usual sharpness we see from Hikaru. So rook d8 would have at least gained some time on this. Now you got trades. Knight takes h4, c4. And white's got a nice extra pawn. Come on, Levon, play a bit faster. Oh, there was h3. There was h3 there too. That's what I'm not seeing. Tactics. Now I just got to go here, I think. King f3. Something at least very close to a winning position for white. But time-wise, I don't know. Time-wise, it is not clear. A4, I think. Yeah, rook c6 first. Now a4. Carr is losing his time advantage. Okay, 5, a7. Now he goes for the counterattack. But now rook d5. Rook c5. Rook a5, and then rook a8. It's bad news. But can he make it on time? That is the question. Oh, that's a bit nervy. c5, c4. He's going to be in time to stop the pawn. b4. The moves he's making are excellent, but is it taking too much time? That's the question. b6, b7, queen. I think he's going to be in time. Oh, that's a nasty discovered check. Mate, no, he just wants to new queen. Ah, there's the resigns. Okay, big dub by Levon, and he moves to 5 out of 5. As does myself and Theodore and Buddy Pranav and Sevian and Derabali and Enriquez Viagra from Chile, who's doing quite a good run actually in the World Rapid Championship. But yeah, that makes it 7 players now with 5 out of 5. It's a fairly big field today. Hey Magnus, could you share some basic idea against Jabova London? I didn't have to point that out. That's just mean. There are many good lines. You could check out. I don't know. Could check out what Lutterbeck did against me, for instance, in the World Rapid and Blitz. It's a good one. Okay, Buddy usually goes for e4, so in honor of that one guy who said Sveshnikov earlier, I'm gonna still try and get that. Ugh, they just don't let me, do they? It's literally so annoying. I had this against Duda Title Tuesday a few weeks ago. Decisive game, which I lost. Very sadly. H3. Should I just respond in kind? Why not? This is something like without the moves H3 and A5, this is some old theory that I remember from a book on anti-Sicilians from 2003 by Rogozenko. That we're talking about this. I remember in the introductions, there are a lot of people who don't play the Sicilian because there are so many anti-Sicilians, and a lot of them are quite good. And then a friend of Rogozenko's had said that that's the reason I play anti-Sicilians, because a lot of people play anti-Sicilians, and I love that because you just get to play chess, and it seems to fit my philosophy quite well. Having said all that, rook e8, s3, c4. Yeah, why not c4? And then I get c5 later on. Here I'm threatening a3. It's a very strange position. Got two sets of double pawns, but they're clearly not weak at all. So they're all protected and gaining me some space, but this bishop could be a little bit bad. His bishop could be a little bit bad. I don't know. This is what I do every game. I talk about blah, 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 and then I say interesting position. So uninformative. That's not why you guys are here. To get the same tired old cliches. Okay, now I'm breaking up the pawn structure. Rook e8. Can go cd. Queen d4. I don't really see how I'm gaining anything there. No, rook b8 maybe. I'll take. I think rook b8 is reasonable. Here, rook, not so sure actually. I should have, like, I didn't appreciate that there was a significant difference between playing rook b8 now and before. Now this I should not have allowed at all. Oh well, it's not that bad, I think. Should I play queen a8? No, I think that trade is not good for me with queen e8 and then queen e8 and then rook b2, because his passed pawns are, or passed pawn rather, is too dangerous. So this seems more reasonable. Still got to do something about that pawn running. Okay, let's go bishop f8 then. And I'm seriously considering move bishop c5. Rook c8 is a move, but it looks quite dodgy. And then bishop c5, like, I'm giving him a lot of time to play e6 and so on. No, but that loses. Yeah, that loses, so. What am I actually supposed to do? Maybe I'm in some trouble. Rook c8, but then a5, bishop c5. He's got some e6 stuff. Looks very dodgy. Okay, let's go here. No, rook d8 first, of course. Okay, now bishop c5. And this is the whole idea. I'm not sure it works. Maybe I can take back with the knight on c5. Doesn't seem to lose in any obvious way, at least. Because I get counterplay with my pawn there. If he goes for like queen b4 and so on. Okay, that is a bit of a concession. Queen b8. He may have missed this one. No, I'm feeling like I'm all right. Knight d4, knight c5. I got knight b3, I believe. Yeah. Should be alright. Knight b3, I got rook b8. Actually, no. I think I should just take back, because there was queen d7 and then e6 there. Okay, he's catching up on time. That's good. Like, that's what he needed not to do. Catch up on time and then start playing for a draw. It's nasty. So nasty. Rook. Yeah, rook d8. Sorry, rook e5, there's queen d8. I'm still fine. Absolutely fine. Position is a dead draw, of course. Yeah, that's an annoying move. It's a very annoying move. Oh, no, it's not. Can go rook c4. No, I'm gonna win this game. Here we queen at the same time, but I would take f4 at the end. And this endgame, you know, my pawns are super fast. And now he's messed it all up. Unfortunately for him. Okay, bit of a cheap win there. But we'll take those any day. I was certainly in some trouble there at some point. Yeah. No, I'm fine, yeah. Oh, wow, there was e6. That was actually quite cute. Why does immediate e6 not work? Oh, because then king f6 and I'm in time. So specifically only at this point e6 works. c2, e7, then I cannot win. Pawn in here. It's a draw. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, live on with the dub as well. Moves it to 6 out of 6, as does Durabaili. Maxim, seen a move ahead, and also Etienne Bacron with 5.5. And we get Durabaili. Well. Somebody said Scorch earlier, so we're gonna try that again. Ugh, they just won't let me, will they? Okay, we're gonna go for bishop c4, which brought me so much joy during the World Blitz Championship. Why is he? Okay, let's play c3. I just got tempted. Try and occupy the center. I'm sure he's going to go knight c6 and then e5, and then I won't be able to occupy the center. b5, then I'll go d4. He takes. This looks a bit dubious. But I guess it's not that easy to exploit, is it? Maybe it's alright. E5, D, Queen D1, Rook D1, Knight E4, E6, F5. What am I really achieving there? Maybe not a ton. G4. Oh well. Seems the critical way to go though, doesn't it? Because my opponent has taken some liberties with the development. Not placing a knight on c6 early on. Yeah, I was thinking bishop e3. And then bishop c, and then knight c6, bishop d5. That was the big idea. Knight a6, it should be somewhat better. Can also gain time sometimes with knight a3. Attacking the b5 pawn. Problem is that that's not a good square for the knight, so it will probably have to move again very soon. e6, so I'm looking at knight a3, a6, rook ac1, knight c6, rook d7, knight a5. Bishop c2, bishop d5. That should be okay for black. I do have other ways of trying to exploit my lead in development here. At the moment, I'm somewhat doubtful that I do. I don't really see anything that works. A4? It's not very attractive though. Here, rook a4, knight a6, trying to go here. Rook a5 then, bishop c4. This I think I'm quite happy to see. It's not a big deal still though. Okay, a5 I think I have to play. Might be e2. Believe if he takes on f3, gf3, bishop e5, I got bishop c4, then a6, and this pawn on a7 should be more than enough compensation for my pawn deficit. Yeah, no, this one I'm kind of happy to see. I'm threatening knight e4 now. I got a6 on the radar. I think I could be very slightly outplaying him now. Now I also get the chance to take back with the knight. I'm attacking his knight. This could be definitely be in, as they say in chess, a pawn in his side. a6, f4 I think. Here, knight b3, I got knight d6. And all those trades should be good for me, because they just bring us closer to an endgame where this pawn should be a deciding factor. I learned this in 2002. I played Nepo in the World's Under 12 Championship. And I played the Aljechin as black, and I got a good position with this kind of structure where there were dark square bishops. And he had this pawn on e5, but I had an outpost on d5 and good control over the position. And then all of a sudden he just moved this pawn to a6, and I couldn't do anything with my central control. And I just lost the game because of that pawn. So ever since that, I've been quite mindful of this particular theme. And now, yeah, I mean, he just loses the game because of this pawn. He can actually prevent the pawn from queening. Rook takes c1, bishop takes c1, king f8, bishop e3, king e8, bishop a7, king d7, bishop c5. I got a very cute way of winning there. This doesn't do anything. I just got bishop e3 and then bishop a7. Yeah, it's game over. No, let me just show you guys. I had a very cute way of winning there. If he had defended a bit more resourcefully. This, here, bishop c5. Here, I was thinking of taking this pawn. King b6, bishop e7. And now I go g5. For instance, here, I got g5. This bishop is completely locked. And it can never get out. But, and I'll set up a further barrier with bishop b4 later on, so that his king can never get close to this pawn, because my pawn's just gonna queen. But I'm curious as to what the engine says here. A4, yeah, b4 is not great. Knight d2, and yeah, here just. Oh, I missed this, huh? I just thought knight d6, but he has rook c6. Yeah, that's not perfect, but. I was semi-trapped in e4, but he's always getting out, I think. And the funny thing is that I lost my train of thought. Let's look at move ahead, and oh, he's getting crushed by no, he has one rook too many. I thought he was getting crushed by Etienne here. I'm playing either move ahead or Aronian next because they got 6.5 out of 7. What was it? Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Here, this and rook f3 looks like checkmate. Apparently, he decided to blunder a rook instead. Now he really has got to be able to flag in order to win. I don't think he's going to manage. No. Knight c4. Oh boy. Etienne, you got to show some speed here. I don't think he's going to be in time. Oh no. Please now he's pre-moving. Oh, he's showing enough speed. Oh wow. Big flag by Etienne. So much for the kids coming up, huh? First place we got myself, and then second place we got Aronian and Bacro, who are born in 82 and 83 respectively. Okay, we got Aronian with black. Another tough opponent. E4. Okay, we still keep on trying to get the Sveshnikov. They just won't let us. That is so annoying. Yeah, this he's done against me in the past too. Do people sometimes play knight h6 here? Or is that a different line? Maybe that's with knight on c3. I don't know. But how bad can it be? Okay. His intentions are clear. He wants to trap my knight. Okay, f5. No, that doesn't work. I gotta go knight d4. But that might not be half bad. If it wasn't for the knight on h6, my position would be excellent here. And still with the knight on h6, I believe it's quite playable. f5. I mean, we gotta pretend that there's some method to the madness. And now, got myself a square for the knight. Got this. Yeah, quite like that. Oh wow. It's really trying to one up me. Which, to be fair, is kind of his style. He always tries to one up his opponents. Bishop g5, I got rook f8, and then h6. So that should be fine. Does anyone some kind of sack here? This should be quite comfortable for me. e5. d5. Oh, I guess I take it now. I got a nice chain of pawns there. Okay, e4 seems a bit premature. Let me finally develop the last few of my pieces. Okay, queen e7. Gotta be a bit careful. Queen d6, I'm kind of worried I'm running into bishop h6, but not really though, am I? No, I don't think so. I got bishop g7 and then rook f8. Overall, should be somewhat better here. Overprotect this pawn. Can also try playing against this bishop at some point. Maybe. Yeah. Preparing e4. g5, I got h5. Okay, it's logical, but he cannot really prevent it for very long. E4. Don't see any sacks working here. Queen h4, I got g5. After bishop h6, bishop h6. That is. I think g5 should be good. Kind of like this. Playing across the whole board. Rook a1, then queen b6. Oh no, there's queen. Oh no. It's bishop c7 there, which I had missed. Ah, it's a bit annoying because this is a big threat. ed3, bishop a4. Ah, there's queen b2. Queen d3, queen b6. Okay, let's try that. No, that doesn't work. This bishop is attacked. Yep. Okay. Good game. Think that was a good game at least. Not convinced. Yeah, knight d4 is the best move. Here, I'm okay. d6. I'm already kind of better. Take it. Oh, engine didn't like this. Thought it was just better here. Just because gotta go c3 at some point. Yeah, no, queen c6 I am actually better. a5, b5 was correct. And ed3 and queen b6 was correct. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. That was... So Vincent got 7 out of 8. Hikaru's got 7 out of 8. And then Bakrotov lost, so he's got 6.5. Probably means that I'll play Hikaru next. It'll be a fun challenge coming to a stream close to you after the break. Okay, okay. You guys can hear me, right? Why am I even wearing the headset? Because this is the mic. I'm an idiot. Carlsen has improved a lot as a streamer. Well, this is on a bit of a delay, so you know, I think I disproved that. No, yeah. Such weak trolls today. I look very good today. Sorry, I'm taken, but I appreciate it. Car stream talking about stocks. Well, that seems interesting. What is he saying? His wife sent him to the barber for sure. No, I sometimes make those decisions on my own. Can I play the Queen's Gambit? Well, maybe. Would also have Gambit, e45, bishop c4, 96. No, I don't know. I tell Elon that I have a kid. No, I actually, like, I'm not really on Twitter these days, but I saw Ella sent me the link to that tweet just a couple of days ago. And she was like, why didn't you tell me about this? And I was like, no, I didn't see it. So I'm sorry about that. I'm playing Tata Steel. No, I mean, there are two Tata Steels going on now in the Netherlands, and then before that, Tata Steel India in Kolkata. And I was definitely interested in playing both of them, but couldn't make it work. Yeah. Oh my God, Hikaru just talks too much. I don't know about that, but sometimes when you're on this stream, you just get prolonged silence, and I'm not sure that's a whole lot better. Okay, we got Mr. Nakamura, and we're gonna hit him with 24. And now he's thinking, man, it's just gonna play for a draw if I play e5. Nah. And he's going for c5. We've got a little bit of bravery. Okay. We've seen a lot of these Rosalimo Sicilians on the black side, so now we're gonna try one on the white side. Okay. I usually play the lines with h3 here, but or usually. I haven't faced this very often, but when I have, I've gone for that. These lines I kind of enjoy with the white pieces. Again, haven't seen them that often, but whenever I get to see them, I enjoy them. Takes queen a5, I suppose. Now the question is, what do I do? Bishop d2 is possible, by the way. By the way. Queen d2 is not possible. Rook c1. Okay, shouldn't spend too much time on this. Let's do this then. Good bishop c4 in some lines too. Like here, that looks kind of tempting. Kind of like that. Exploiting the fact that there's a bit of a vacuum on the light squares since he doesn't have a light square bishop. Now we can go rook c1. Again, defending my pawn with tactics. I'm playing it a little bit slowly. Just a bit worrying. No time for overthinking in this economy. And at some point, yeah, at the moment it's a bit cagey, going a little bit back and forth, but I do retain the advantage of the bishop heir. At some point I want to make something happen. Either in the center or maybe on the king side. But like... Oh, so this is his point. Rook c2 takes everything. He takes a d4. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? pc5 and cd6 here, c2. But that was not my intention. e5 doesn't work, huh? It's a bit annoying. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess on my part. Queen b7. I was thinking of e5, but I don't actually have e5. I mean, what am I doing? Queen a8. Is that somehow just hyper accurate? Yeah, she just doesn't want me to gain time by putting something on the b file. I should still be sort of semi-fine here, but I'm not thrilled about these developments. Queen c2, I suppose. Queen a2. Not really sure what that does. Maybe some queen d5. Maybe that's an idea. Like, I do have the bishop pair and potential target here, which it could turn out to be a bit of a saving grace in a lot of situations. Queen c4. Maybe I'm just losing a pawn there. Okay, rook b1 is no good. Here. bishop c4 actually. There's bishop a6 too. Gotta be faster. You gotta see those things a bit quicker. Here it's not dangerous. Okay, let's move the king out of the way. Probably moved it somewhere it cannot be checked, but it should be fine. Don't know what my next move is though. Which is not good when you're playing blitz. Gotta take, I suppose. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. I'm definitely getting outplayed here. Can't I take this one now? Was that just an outright blunder on his part? I think it might have been. Okay, now my position is quite safe. Question is whether I can convert my extra pawn. That is an annoying move. Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Why did I do that? 91, that's an awkward move. It's wild how few moves we've made here. To end up in this kind of time pressure. No. What am I doing? I'm not even seeing what moves I'm playing. Having a rook is a bit of an advantage here, though. Ugh. No, I'm too slow. Good game, but come on, that was a bit of a choke. No. So knight b3 was a crucial miss. And here, yeah. I'm kind of worse, but yeah, I'm hanging on. This was a blunder. Now, yeah, knight d1 was a big move. I mean, king g1. Why does that work? Whatever. Okay, we're still in a decent position in the tournament, but that was a bit choky. The problem is at some point, like, I couldn't be fast enough with my thinking. Couldn't see the board properly. Couldn't do 2 out of 3 of talking, thinking, and playing. Just sometimes required. H6 is a bit ugly. Okay, don't tilt. We're still in a good position. It's easier said than done though. Okay. like h6 can be a little bit of a suspicious move if he castles queenside and then he can use that for an attack. If he castles kingside, I feel like it's perfectly fine. And now we just got a normal Carlsbad position where I should be perfectly fine. Let's try and gain some space over here. Knight d3. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see, went f3 later on. So this idea would b3. Now I got a4. Not sure there's any point to that. Let's reroute this knight then, preventing his plan of maybe going f3 and then jumping in. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it seems reasonable. Here, I was thinking queen f6. And then the idea is bishop here, I got queen g6. And otherwise I'm preventing e4 for the moment. Which I'm probably not anymore. That's fine, I'll go a4. I got counterplay this way. Takes. Knight b5, e5, queen g6. It should be fine. Got active pieces and decent squares. Like sometimes if you can attack very quickly on the king side in these situations, I can be in a lot of trouble. But I don't feel like that's the case here. I've got a ton of little tricks. Yeah, so he's preparing knight b4, but I'm going here. Knight c3. Now if knight here, I got knight d1, and if rook d2, I got knight f5. Sorry, knight d5, preventing knight f4. So we're all good. Yeah, let's go rook a3. Got knight e7 as well at some point. Let's say rook b2, he moves his rook away. This could definitely be a theme, trying to trade off this knight. Yeah, let's... Oh, no. Now he's got g4 and he can take back with the pawn. That doesn't do anything. b6 though? Preparing maybe knight c3. That's what I was thinking. And then bringing the other knight to d5. Very tense. Oh, yeah, he's going for that. Okay, I'll take knight c5, I take knight d5. Don't see what the big hoopla is all about. I mean, he's got a square here, but that is just one square and doesn't attack anything significant for the moment. Yeah, he's got knight d4, but this does not feel right. Rook e8. F8, sorry. Knight e4. And rook b4 should be okay. Here, rook e8. I just hung this for no reason. Okay, I got takes and I got rook f2 and then I got rook b1. I'm still fine, but it's not a good sign. Queen g3. No, didn't do that. I think he should have. Knight e6, I got rook c1. His queen is overloaded. And then knight f4, I got rook takes g1. It's a cute line. Oh, he trades the queens. Okay, so knight rook c2. He wants bishop e3 and then take back with a bishop. Okay. Do I have anything a bit more clever? Rook a1, bishop e3, same thing. Okay, f7 maybe? Here. I mean, I still got the more pleasant position here. For sure. Don't have any breakthrough at the moment, but he has very few active prospects. That's just poor positional play. I gotta put my king on the other square. That I'm quite happy to see. I think now I gain a little bit more space. And I can correct my mistake, putting my king on the wrong square. Check, don't let his knight get here too easily. King e4. Check. Just a little teaser. He's playing quite well, but time-wise he's in a bit of a spot of bother. Oh, he's doing really well. Don't think I can do that. Okay, I gotta go b5. So, why am I playing so slowly? Just fucking flag him. Oh, I was hoping to trick him there. Why did I do that? Why? That is so dumb. I'm so slow too. I couldn't do that while playing slowly. Oh, he's too slow. No, it's a repetition! Okay. I mean, what a mess. No, he was being so slow there at the end. I am just absolutely losing my mind, the little toe. Just move the pawn at some point. I just flag him. Oh boy. Like a demon in the last game as well. Everything happening all at once. Got the old Slav. Ugh. Yeah, I'm tilted. Very much tilted. So similar position to the one Neiman had against Shimano, I guess, in the World Rapid. Should I go B3 immediately here? Yeah, maybe not. Oh, I can see the score here that there's a ton of people in 8.5. So I'm still in the lead-ish. Knight 4, maybe? I don't know. Bishop B4, Queen C2, Knight A2. Definitely running out of steam here a bit. Steaming and running out of steam. It's not a good combination. Knight B6. Then what? Need an idea. Where can we get one of those? That's the question. Should be fine. D2. And then rook FC1. Begging for my pawn back. Oh, I got knight b4 too. That might be a more attractive idea. Yeah, I like that more. Bishop f5. Queen c1, I guess. This is not unreasonable, but it's very risky. Maybe he felt that he didn't have a ton of choice. Then maybe takes in c5. Maybe then he's okay-ish. I can sort of can make one waiting move and see what he does. No, I think this is reasonable. Oh, I don't have to take back necessarily. Knight c4, no c5. I have to take back. Very tense situation. Should be at least somewhat better. If he castles, I'm a pretty clear pawn out to the good. I'm a pawn to the good. And here, I can also, by the way, just take on c4. Seems like a practical choice, doesn't it? I'm not like pressing my advantage to the maximum, I know that, but I am nicely better, decent winning chances. Rook b2 was possible, but I think it should lose in here. I'm a clear extra pawn. Okay, knight c4, queen b4 is his idea. Queen e3 then. Rook b2 is knight c4. Maybe that didn't do much. Or maybe it did. Queen a6 now. No, this pawn I think I'll just take. And knight e5. It's not entirely clear actually. Knight e5 takes. No, I got queen c7 in the end. So it should be pretty clear. Maybe he takes a b2 immediately. No, doesn't. Or b7. What if I try and checkmate him now? How is he preventing that? g6, but I got at the very least knight d3. Or g5. It's the same thing. Queen b3. Okay, good try. Okay, let's just be safe. I was probably checkmating there, but I feel like I can win without that much trouble just playing positionally. Okay, 1. Okay, 8. c8. That's it. Here I go b8 and then win the rook. That's game over. Okay. Well, very, very shaky last 3 games. But I think queen a6 was a mistake. Queen h5, that's not easy to. Bishop f5. c1 was possible, but also I was considering this too, and yeah, of course I'm a bit better. Winning the pawn back. Here. e1 was reasonable. Yeah, bishop f1. This was a bit soft. Here, bishop a3, but this is also good. And here, yeah, he needed to. Oh, I didn't even see rook a, queen b6, rook a4. Okay, this was fine. Just winning. Hikaru lost the last game. Vincent as well. Oh. This is old Queen's Indian. Oh, wow. This is quite a chess game. Eventually that bishop fell. Interesting. And I assume Duda beat Hikaru. We make it on tie breaks. No 9 out of... Sorry, no... Not, well, not even 9 out of 9. No 11 out of 11. The finish is mighty shaky. But we... I don't know. We sneak over the goal line. And to be fair, it's not insane that I had good tie breaks here, since I played a lot of strong players. But you know, sometimes things turn out the way you want it. But congrats to Vincent, to Duda as well for playing very, very strong tournaments. 3 players with 9.5 out of 11. We haven't seen that too often recently, so not the perfect tournament we were hoping for after a very strong start. So I was hoping to make a little bit of a statement here, but sometimes, you know, the play will not show it and the hair will have to do. Anyway, we are going to be back maybe on a different setup next week. We'll see about that. I have to go set my fantasy team because the deadline is coming up, and I'll join the studio, and you guys can tune into that as well if you want. So till next time, first time of the year, bye.